if you want to be an artist, you got to go where people want to look at art. So if I want to be a hip-hop artist, I got to go where people want to go watch hip-hop music.
For you, this is my man, Ill Seer from Elegance of Culture.
Yeah. My egghead scrambles as I gamble. My ramble will amble through the bramble.
I love it. I feel comfortable here. You'll see me running around, and these are like my homies.
My bones strobe the lights of heaven.
Does this look like a Bible college professor? That's where he's headed next fall, Heritage Bible College. But right now, he's happiest just rapping.
Music, to me, is a beautiful thing, and hopefully any music that's beautiful is beautiful because God helped create it.
Why does boy try and mess with the blessed rhyme sprayer? It's time to say a prayer. God, don't let me be a player.
Christ said he wants to be amongst like the sinners and amongst the average person on the street, and that's what I want to do. I want to be speaking a message that comes from my heart, which comes from Christ in my heart, and just speak it out in the streets. And just
Ill Seer, a.k.a. Cyril Guerette, is also at home among bookstacks. He's a PhD candidate in theology at St. Michael's College, University of Toronto. His God talk may not be politically correct, but it's academically correct.
I was probably 13. I knew I wanted to be a writer, and I knew that I wanted to be studying philosophically the whole idea of faith. And from that time, I kind of just went towards it.
Cyril graduated top of his class at Bible College and got a scholarship to Cambridge University, England. Armed with a Master's of Philosophy in Theology, he's come here to pursue his doctorate.
My actual thesis is the confluence of poetry and philosophy in St. Anselm's proslogion, because I want to say that his argument for the existence of God is actually in the middle of a poem.
Proof that the guy's no slouch academically. You can't understand him. He makes more sense when he's talking about rap.
Hip-hop is huge. Hip-hop is culture right now. That's what I would almost say. In terms of my generation younger than me, hip-hop sells greater than any type of music form on this planet today.
This evening's concert is to launch a new CD, Basements of Bad Men Volume 2. It's a compilation CD of Canadian rappers. Thomas Quinlan of Hand Solo Records put it out.
Ill Seer is on the compilation for two reasons. I like his music. It's good, hard music where he's talking about something that has meaning and is from the heart. He's trying really hard to do what he can do without really being concerned about making a bunch of cash out of it.
The Basements of Badman CD also has established rappers like Mindbender, a.k.a. Addie Stewart. Between him and Ill Seer, there's plenty of room for spiritual discussion.
We can converse, and there are things I take from him and he takes from me, and, we open each other's eyes, and it's always mutual respect.
Because I say I'm a Christian, I'm doing hip-hop, but I want to work with these other artists, I think they have a real respect for that, and it makes them look at the whole thing a lot differently. So I hope they listen to me as much as I listen to them. That's what my goal is.
I've learned a lot from him. I've actually learned how to tone down my anti-Christianity that I've had for a couple of years. And, he's just really good at expressing himself but not being oppressive.
I'm gonna find these lessons instead of stressing. I'm both messing with the new world order.
And I want them to be able to relate to what I'm saying, so then they can start to see that Christianity isn't just some crazy people out there that have no foundation, don't think about things, don't understand our culture.
I don't think I would label him as a Christian artist. I don't even really see him talking a lot about, believe in God and this is the way to, salvation and stuff. It just happens that he's talking about issues in his life or in life in general, and he's just seeing it from, I guess, a Christian point of view.
It's good for you and your goods too. When it's pure, we'll endure at the cure to all our maladies.
The first thing I really got into was a tape by a group called Public Enemy, and the name of the album was It Takes a Nation of Millions. It kind of changed everything for me. That's when hip-hop first entered my life, I guess you'd say.
This album has been called the best hip-hop album ever made. It's got a political and social activist message. Released in 1988, it's still revered.
There was so much to take from that album musically and lyrically. So anyone who heard it, it would affect. Definitely in that hip-hop age, even now, you'd be like, wow. It would evoke emotion in you.
Today, hip-hop's gone popular with artists like Eminem. His tactic is to shock and be outrageous, and caused some to say that black culture hip-hop had been hijacked by whites. Mindbender doesn't agree.
Hip-hop in its heart, it was meant to unite people and unite cultures and creeds and races and sexes. So, hey, he's a talented guy. Open the door, let him in.
Ill Seer and Mindbender, and even Eminem in his latest album, are all part of a new socially conscious movement in hip-hop, away from gangster rap, away from sexism and materialism.
This guy puts meaning in every line of his. Respects women with his music, respects music history. This guy's probably one of the best examples of new hip-hop. But a lot of people just want substance in their music. They don't want fast food music, instant, in one ear, out the other music. They want to hear an artist who cared about the song, who has a life story, who cares about giving something to the listener. We want substance. We want soul.
But don't forget the heart. Don't forget the soul, stupid. You don't have skills because you don't build and improve it. It's the hip-hop hip to be square.
Society is messed up in so many ways. It's scary. And it's just like, man, it's 2003. So much world turmoil. Give me a CD with some real refuge in it. Something I can, not escapism in a way, but just something out there that makes me feel like I'm not alone and that I might make it through this.
As Christians, we're supposed to speak to the spirit of the world, but every generation has a different spirit of the world. And hip-hop is, to me, the best way to speak to the spirit of my world right now.
I pick my stations carefully. God, the last shot of clarity prayerfully. Where parity is a parody, only purity is a surety. Sure, I'm worthy.
And it's not just music lovers who are taking to this unique concept. Cyril Guerette will soon present a thesis paper on religion and rap to the American Academy of Religion in Atlanta, the biggest annual religious conference in the world.